14.
You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, the solar eclipse has come and gone. Samantha Walker shows us how some Joplin residents came together for a little celebration.
Also, Congress has sent...
Congress is set to convene. There's a long list of things to do. We're going to share what lies ahead. We got some showers out there as well this morning. We'll take a look at your forecast coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Elise Noe.
Yeah, I'm telling you, sometimes all it takes is that 2 minutes in the commercial break.
I'm crying.
I can't do it right now.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my, yeah. Okay.
I apologize.
My goodness, we've got this. We've got this. You know, just we shouldn't take any more commercial breaks this morning. I'm Chris Warren. It's just after 7:01 now on this Tuesday morning. Hopefully you guys got to see the eclipse yesterday.
Yes, absolutely. It was really quite impressive, even though with that partial.
Yeah, even at just 95% totality, 95.5%, it was still pretty cool to see it get that dark here and even darker down in other areas. And of course, a lot of folks celebrated downtown yesterday.
A few Joplin residents threw together a little party for the eclipse yesterday.
KOAM Samantha Walker shows us what the celebration was all about.
A solar eclipse is not something you see every day, so people across the 4 states were ready to go outside in hopes of catching the event. The Creative Learning Alliance in Joplin hosted a series of events leading up to the eclipse. During the solar event, the organization hosted a Solarbration, an eclipse viewing party where the community could come out and experience the event together.
So this is the last eclipse that's going to be visible in North America until 2044 and in Missouri until 2045. So we wanted to make sure that all of those people that couldn't travel had a place to watch the eclipse.
While the 4-state area was not in totality, meaning the sun would be completely blocked, local eclipse fans were still excited for the rare opportunity.
It looks like the moon is about to cover up the sun, and it's kind of coming on it so slowly.
While the daylight got noticeably darker during the eclipse, clouds in the sky blocked some views of the event. But eclipse watchers say that didn't hurt their experience.
I mean, there is just enough of cloud coverage that it's not too hot out because it's 77 degrees out. It's been crazy to have that weather today, but I think it's been a great opportunity to view the eclipse.
But for some solar eclipse viewers, experiencing it as a community is the most important part.
I think it's because it's a once-in-a-lifetime event that we're able to come and enjoy. You can enjoy with your family and friends, and so it does make it just a time to create memories.
Reporting in Joplin, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
People at the Solarbration were able to receive their own pair of eclipse glasses to safely view the event.
Certainly important because you don't want to risk the damage to your eyes. You don't want to risk any kind of harm or anything. And it was still, again, very, very neat to see. And of course, some folks here from KOAM went down to the path of totality. We're
Yes, they did.
A little bit from them here in just a few more
Absolutely,
minutes.
yes,
and
we will.
right now, if there was an eclipse happening, we'd have no idea because we've got cloudy skies and showers out there. Our camera on top of the Cornell complex in downtown Joplin is showing the clouds. We've got some light rain still continuing to fall. Had some thunderstorms early this morning. No severe weather, of course, but we've had some showers and storms out there through the morning hours and still wet roadways here on the MoDOT camera at 32nd and Range Line as well. There's it is. This is Skywatch Storm Tracker. We had it set, keeping an eye on these storms. And we've got some clearing skies outside of our area. We still have some shower activity in parts of southeastern Kansas into Cherokee County, Ottawa County, Carthage, Joplin, Neosho, some showers out there. Continuing down I-49 into McDonald County, so Mount Vernon, Monette, Cassville, Seligman getting a bit of a break. More showers on the way, but this is all starting to come to an end. So after these storms flared up, they are beginning to die out, and they will continue to do so over the next couple of hours as they roll out of the area. We're sitting at 52 in Joplin. It's missing, but I promise you it will come back eventually. 52 in Pittsburgh as well. 69 still been on the wet side. We still had some of those showers this morning, but we will continue to dry out. Temperatures out there, we've got the mid to upper 40s for some of us, Iola Yates Center. The rest of us, low 50s, mid 50s, and even some upper 50s out there. So overall, not a bad start to the morning. Again, a few showers, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder continuing through about 9. Then we'll go partly to mostly cloudy heading into the afternoon and evening hours. We're looking at highs today into the low 70s. Now, we do have more showers and thunderstorms on the way as we head into tonight and tomorrow. We'll take a look at all that in the full forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. A deputy is injured in a head-on fatal collision near Elk City, Kansas. It happened early Sunday morning as a Montgomery County deputy was responding to a non-injury vehicle accident on Highway 160 out of Independence, Kansas. While en route, another vehicle veered into oncoming traffic, causing a head-on collision that left the deputy seriously injured. The driver of the oncoming vehicle died on scene. The injured deputy and 3 other people were taken to the hospital. Well, students at Commerce High School had the opportunity to learn about distracted driving and driving under the influence. Students participated in a mock crash at the school's football stadium with the help of area law enforcement agencies. Some of the students even participated as actors. A New York appeals judge rejects a request by Donald Trump to delay his hush money trial. The trial is set to begin next week. A source says the filing relates to the gag order that has been imposed on Mr. Trump, as well as the venue for the trial. The case is related to alleged reimbursement payments Mr. Trump is accused of making to his former attorney, Michael Cohen. Well, after a 2-week break, Congress returns to work this week. It faces a mountain of issues to deal with, including passing more aid for Ukraine, funding for the Baltimore Bridge, and an impeachment trial for the head of Homeland Security. Fox's Caroline Shively has the details from Washington.
Funding Ukraine's fight against Russia tops a long list of issues facing Congress this week.
Ukraine is losing ground in the battlefield, and that's because of congressional inaction.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is facing pressure to pass an aid package, but fellow Republicans in both houses say they want a border deal along with it.
If he brings up a foreign aid package, sending billions of dollars to Ukraine without doing anything on the southern border, it will be a disgrace.
So far, no border deal has been reached, but on Wednesday, House Republicans will travel to the Senate to present their articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
For 3 years, Secretary Mayorkas has overseen the record-breaking crisis at the southern border. During that time, Customs and Border Protection have logged more than 7.4 million migrant encounters.
But Senate Democrats are expected to quickly table the motion and forego a Senate trial. Administration officials are also urging Congress to quickly authorize federal funds to rebuild the Francis Scott Key Bridge that collapsed when it was hit by a container ship 2 weeks ago.
We approved $60 million in emergency federal funding. I fully intend, as the governor knows, to have the federal government cover the cost of building this entire bridge.
Also this week, Japan's prime minister will address a joint meeting of Congress. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
And those are our top stories for this half hour. Coming up next, Charlene has a healthy recipe for chicken and cheese quesadillas. And later, we'll hear how a young Alabama girl took it upon herself to raise money for a good cause. You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Buy one large single-topping pizza, get the second 50% off. Only at Casey's.
Well, welcome back. We've got Charlene Patton with us this morning from the Kansas Soybean Commission. She's going to be sharing with us her recipe for chicken and cheese quesadillas with some edamame salad. Well, good morning, Charlene.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Happy to have you.
This is actually the cover photo that's on our Soy Foods Guide. So if they didn't get it last week, be sure to get out your paper and pencil, and we'll tell you how to get that. But we're serving a edamame salad with this. Look how pretty those colors are.
So pretty.
We have edamame here, and I cooked it just as the directions say. And most of the time now, when you buy the frozen package,
Yes.
you can cook it right in that package.
Oh,
Put it in the microwave. That
Steam
makes
it just a little
yes,
bit,
makes
yes.
it really easy. And then we have 1 pint of cherry tomatoes here.
Perfect sprinkles.
All right, so now
Apple.
you're going to add red onion that I've
Okay.
chopped there, and I'll stir this together.
Go ahead and sprinkle that
Oh,
in there. Those
perfect.
colors in
Yes.
there,
And then
gorgeous.
some cilantro.
Okay.
Do you like cilantro?
I do. I know that it's an acquired taste for some,
Yeah.
but I love it. It's so good.
And you could leave it out if you don't
Yes.
like it. And then we have some lemon juice that
some
we're
lime juice.
well, lime juice.
Okay.
We're doing lime and lemon this month, so this is lime.
Yeah,
yes,
here's some
there we
lime.
go.
Perfect.
And then a
Gorgeous.
little bit of salt.
Alrighty, I'll go ahead and sprinkle that in there. Oh, that smells so good.
And what they suggest to do then is to just put this alongside our quesadillas and
yummy.
serve it. So I'm going to show you how I made the quesadillas.
please.
This is our mixture. I sauteed onion and garlic to start with, and then we mixed in after that some corn. And you
Yes.
can use frozen corn or canned corn,
Okay.
drain it, and some edamame, and saute that all.
And cooked edamame?
Uh-huh.
Okay, perfect.
Well, actually, it was already cooked
Right.
because I took a half a cup out of this. So, but you can just warm it back up.
Okay.
And then we added a package of the Mexican grated cheddar cheese
Yes.
that have several
yum.
different kinds of cheeses, and some shredded cooked chicken. So we have that here, and then we're going to take a tortilla,
Okay.
and to make our quesadillas, we'll just put it about a half a cup on half of it. And then the skillet that we use to cook our onion, we'll put this back in there, fold it over,
Yes.
put that in your skillet, and then brown it on each side. And that
Okay.
will melt that cheese in there.
Yum.
And it takes just about 3 to 4 minutes. And then turn it over, and then there you have it. You have
look.
the quesadillas there. And then let's just add a little bit of that salad
that
there
looks
to it.
gorgeous.
How is that?
Beautiful.
Very
Perfect
good.
for spring, nice and bright.
That's right. That's right. They can
Absolutely.
get the recipe by calling our 800 number 877-KS Soybean, or go to our website at kansassoybeans.org, and we'll have the
Absolutely.
recipes there. But be sure to call and
Yes.
get the Soy Foods Guide. It's filled with all kinds of information.
Yes. Gorgeous. Well, thank you so much, Charlene. Thank you for being with us this morning, and be sure to check it out. We'll be right back.
Windmill, available March 29th. Must be 21 or older. Entertainment schedule subject to change.
All right, let's take a look at our camera. This is the Cornell Complex, downtown Joplin. Still wet, still some light showers around the area. But we are beginning to see the rain move on out of here. We had some thunderstorms too earlier this morning. Thankfully, no severe weather out there. MoDOT camera 32nd in range line. Again, wet roadways from there as well. And still a little bit on the damp side from the KDOT camera on 69 just south of Pittsburgh. Again, some showers and thunderstorms rolled through early this morning. So here's a look at what we have left. We've got the bulk of the heavy rain right through here. We still have some light showers back into parts of Oklahoma and down into Arkansas. We've got this little guy right by Nevada right now on 54. Nothing significant there, obviously, but it's a nice little rain shower. Rain showers from Greenfield back outside of Mount Vernon, getting into Monette, Carthage, and beginning to exit Joplin. Neosho, you've got a little more rain on the way, and we're starting to see them roll out of Ottawa County right now, so a few showers lingering around Miami, and that's about all that's left after we saw all these storms just kind of blossom this morning, and then they're just beginning to die on out, and they'll continue to do so for at least a little bit, and then by the time we head into the afternoon, we are looking at this. Partly to mostly cloudy skies for our western counties. Some of us will have some periods of just straight sunshine out there, and then the clouds will increase pretty quickly this afternoon into the evening. A few isolated showers possible through the evening hours, and then overnight tonight at roughly the same time, between about 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll see another round of showers and thunderstorms out there. And again, thankfully no severe weather, but down by the Gulf Coast tomorrow, they're anticipating a potentially significant severe weather outbreak. So we're going to get lucky with just some some rain showers and a few thunderstorms across the area. Now, tomorrow, though, we'll have scattered chances for showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. So it's not going to rain everywhere all day, but we'll have scattered showers and storms throughout most of our Wednesday before they begin to clear out late Wednesday night. Here's our view from 7th and Range Line in Joplin. Got some light rain showers again, 52. Breeze is variable at about 3 miles an hour. And we even had some pretty gusty winds with those little thunderstorms we had this morning. Got upper 40s, Iola and Yates Center. Everyone else, for the most part, into the 50s out there, and even some mid-upper 50s in some locations. As we go through the morning, again, a few isolated showers or storms may continue or hang on until about 9 o'clock this morning. These will be on their way out. Will be mostly cloudy through 11 and right into the low 60s by 11. We are looking at highs today about 10 degrees warmer than that, into the low 70s out there. Again, partly to mostly cloudy skies, and again, some of us may even see some periods of just straight sunshine for a little bit. Now, if you do get a little bit of sunshine for a little longer than your neighbors, some of you may go a little warmer than the low 70s out there, but on the average, we're looking about low to mid 70s for our highs. Clouds again will increase through the afternoon and evening. We'll see a few isolated showers in the evening. Those scattered storms will return overnight tonight after midnight, and we're falling back into the low 50s once again tonight. We'll go mid-60s tomorrow with those scattered storms. Breezy as well. Breezy tomorrow and Thursday, mid-60s. That wind ushering in much warmer temperatures, though. Take a look at that. Going into the low 80s heading into the weekend. A beautiful weekend, a warm one, but a beautiful weekend out there. Then we have some additional thunderstorm chances next Tuesday and Thursday. Let's check your forecast. We'll be back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.
Amp up your April at this.
Well, a 7-year-old girl in Alabama started a lemonade stand for a good cause. She was trying to help pay for a headstone for her mother who died unexpectedly in March.
And she's already raised nearly $10,000, Savannah Sapp reports.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 7-year-old Emery Johnson is spending her days after school like any other kid, selling lemonade at a homemade stand in her neighborhood. But she's not saving up for the latest clothes or toys. She's set out to raise money from the stand for her mother's headstone. Emery's mother, Carly Bordner, passed away unexpectedly in March. Emery's grandmother, Jennifer, says Emery came up with the idea all on her own.
Emery's so special if you haven't figured it out. She's the kid that will, if this lady over here's hurt, she'll go take something to help her.
With or without us.
And when a social media post spread about her cause, members of the community flocked to Emery's stand to help. Friday afternoon, neighbors, firefighters, nurses, and deputies stopped by for a cup at only $1 each, but many gave a bit extra as a tip for her hard work.
I've just been amazed and cried happy tears.
When asked where she inherited her work ethic, Emery said,
"My mama."
Emery also says she never expected her fundraiser to go this far.
I didn't know that just by making a little lemonade would bring this many people.
Jennifer says monument companies have stepped forward to donate headstones for her daughter. The nearly $10,000 raised so far for Emery will now go into her own account for future expenses. She says with each cup comes a drop of healing.
Like she knows that Mommy's okay now and she's going to be okay and everybody cares and loves her, and all these people showing all this and trying to help is actually helping heal the whole family.
And Emery, she says her mom would be proud.
Yeah, she would say that I was doing good.
Emery, what do you think about all these firefighters coming out here?
It's unbelievable.
Certainly an incredible story, incredible young lady.
And great to see the community rally behind her as well during a difficult time.
Yeah, certainly is.
Well, coming up, KOAM's Friends Wallace shares the story of how a dream came true for one dance instructor.
And those scattered showers and storms starting to roll on out of the area. We'll take another look at your forecast when the KOAM Morning News returns.
Is your home store.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:28. I'm Elise Snowy. The eclipse reached totality in Mountain View, Missouri, and other places in southern and eastern parts of the Show Me State. KOAM's Shannon Becker streamed live from Mountain View, where spectators pulled off the road to watch the event. The eclipse also reached totality in parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas, including Russellville, Arkansas, where Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty posted his perspective. And as we mentioned, it was in Oklahoma and Arkansas, including Lake Dardanelle State Park in Russellville, Arkansas, which was actually one of the top rated places to view the eclipse. That's where, of course, Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty was for the view. Historic Route 66 runs right through Galena, Kansas, and now a new sign marks that distinction. The sign will go in front of Luigi's Pit Stop on East Front Street. The shop is themed around the movie Cars. When the sign is fully painted, drivers will be able to park under it and take photos. A Southeast Kansas dance instructor is approaching 10 years of business after taking her first steps into entrepreneurship as a teenager. KOAM's Friends Wallace takes a behind-the-scenes look at her studio and the dancer's success.
A dance academy in Iola, Kansas is getting on the good foot. Also, it's an emerging staple within the community.
Just a block south of the largest town square in the U.S. sits a studio where there's lots of laughs, lots of fun,
sound good? And we'll just bump Shelby up.
and as you'll see, lots of love.
Back up on the table, and then we move to the left.
Miss Chelsea's Dance Academy is a childhood dream fulfilled, dreamt of by Chelsea Lee of Iola, Kansas. Chelsea's love of dance was set at a very early age, as she's been dancing since the age of 3. Naturally, the love grew and spilled into wanting to lend a helping hand, assisting her own instructor in any possible way.
About 10 or 11, I really got into the working with the kids part of it. Obviously, I couldn't be on the payroll, but I willingly volunteered my time and just started helping my dance teacher at the time with her classes, taking kids to the bathroom, making sure they knew, blowing their nose, tying their shoes, and she would be like, "Can you show what this step is?" And I'd be like, "Yes." And I was 12 and just so enamored with the entire aspect of being a dance teacher.
Teacher being the operative word, from that experience alone, she honed in on becoming a dance instructor. Opportunity knocking, she had the chance to start an assisting position, which she modestly accepted.
I was like, "Sign me up. What day do you need me? What time?" The rest is pretty much history.
Before graduating high school, she had an even greater opportunity available, purchasing the studio she was assisting in, taking on the task with no hesitation, using the money she was originally saving for a car and putting it towards the studio, ensuring her dream. Approaching 10 years of business with accolades to boot, most recently being awarded the Ace of Initiative Award by the Iola Chamber of Commerce, Chelsea's most valued awards are her core values of love and family, which is felt by her dancers.
A lot of it is also everybody loves dance, and there's such a family energy here, and Chelsea is a huge part of that, obviously, but I call all of the little girls my little sisters, and I'm their big sister, so it's one big family.
The love and support for the community are big factors in the ongoing success of the studio. The reciprocation of it is evident at Miss Chelsea's Dance Academy, where there's lots of laughs, lots of fun, and reporting in Iola, Friends Wallace, KOAM News.
The Dance Academy's next performance will be May 31st and June 1st at the Bullis Fine Arts Center in Iola.
We've had some scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area this morning. Those are gradually beginning to come to an end out there. And then we'll see some additional ones later tonight. We'll talk about that a little later. Right now, though, MoDOT camera 32nd in range line. We've still got wet roadways, still getting some light showers in the Joplin area. Skywatch Storm Tracker showing us where the remaining showers are out there. So, again, back toward Kansas, a little bit of clearing getting ready to take place out there. Otherwise, still socked in with clouds and a few stray showers here and there on the Missouri side. Showers getting ready to roll into Monette, Mount Vernon, just exiting Carthage. It's still hanging around Joplin and just north of Neosho out there. All of this from some thunderstorm activity that flared up this morning. Nothing severe out there. Some of it produced a fair amount of lightning, even some gusty winds, but no severe storms, and this will continue to die out over the next hour or so. We are sitting at 52 in Joplin right now, 51 in Pittsburgh, and again, as I mentioned, will continue to dry out through the morning. Temperatures, not a bad spread out there. We got some upper 40s, Iola, Yates Center. The rest of us hanging out in the 50s, low to mid 50s across most of the area out there. We'll start to see a slightly warmer day as the skies begin to clear a bit for us. So showers and any stray thunderstorms should wrap up by about 9 o'clock this morning. Otherwise, we'll be partly to mostly cloudy. Some of us even might see some just straight up clear skies for a bit. And we're looking at highs right around the low to mid 70s out there before clouds increase again this evening, ahead of another round of showers and thunderstorms overnight tonight. We'll talk more about those thunderstorm chances that are on the way and a big warm-up that's on the way here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. The U.S. is ready to defend its assets if Iran attacks them. That's the latest message out of Washington since U.S. officials announced such a strike might be in the works. They believe it's inevitable Iran will attack U.S. or Israeli targets in the Middle East as early as this week. Iran is angry about Israel's strike on its consulate in Syria last week. Now the U.S. worries the response could start a regional war, as Amy Kiley reports.
We're very concerned about a pending Iranian attack somewhere.
The U.S. will defend itself if Iran attacks an American target. That warning yesterday is from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. He says the U.S. is prepared
to defend any attack and respond swiftly if necessary.
U.S. officials predict a significant Iranian attack on American or Israeli assets in the Middle East as early as this week.
I know the president and his team are working hard to prevent escalation.
The potential danger from Iran comes after an Israeli strike on its consulate in Syria last week. Now, the Israel Defense Forces say they're preparing to deal with Iran, quote, offensively and defensively.
It doesn't make sense to keep on fighting these arms while letting Iran itself get away from it.
The Biden administration says if Iran attacks Israel directly, it almost guarantees a regional conflict.
Syria and, same extent, Lebanon are both launching points for Iranian attacks against Israel.
Israel says it's moving into an offensive phase along its border with Lebanon. It's been exchanging fire with Iran-backed Hezbollah forces that are in that country.
Lebanese people do not want to see an expanded war because the last time Hezbollah and Israel went to war, it was really bad for the Lebanese people.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. Your taxes are due in less than a week, and we'll have some tips that will help you speed up your return process.
Welcome to Miss Daisy's, where style meets comfort. Step into space. Come shop with us at Miss Daisy's Home and Decor and give your home the makeover it deserves.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, 7:38 now on this Tuesday morning, and we're taking a live look from our camera on the Cornell Complex downtown Joplin. Wind's getting a little gusty out there, and they'll be that way through the day, but if you look, you can also see those showers continuing to fall as well, but they are on their way out. We won't see any more until overnight tonight. MoDOT camera 32nd in range line, also showing those wet roadways across the area. And we're beginning to dry out progressively here on 69, just south of Pittsburgh from that KDOT camera there at East 520th Avenue after the showers rolled through this morning. Skywatch Storm Tracker, this is all that is left. We've got a little shower just now passing through Nevada right now, following Highway 54 up there. We head a little further south. We've got some heavier rain just exiting Greenfield. Getting ready to roll in Mount Vernon, Monette, exiting Carthage, and we've still got the lingering showers here around the Joplin area and just to the north of Neosho. And back into Oklahoma, last little bits of shower activity rolling out of Ottawa County. That's going to do it for the rest of today. We're going to see these showers continue to dissipate and move out after we saw a handful of thunderstorms earlier this morning. And then we're going to start to see skies clear a little bit. Some of us may even see sunny skies by this afternoon, but otherwise partly to mostly cloudy. We'll have that northeast breeze out there, occasionally gusting upwards of 25. Clouds increase pretty quickly as we head into the afternoon and evening. We'll see a few stray showers through the evening hours. And then overnight, almost the same time we saw these storms, between about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, we'll see additional showers and thunderstorms thunderstorms begin to develop across the area, and these will stick with us. Now, like this morning, no severe weather is expected, but tomorrow it's going to be a little different. We're going to have scattered showers and storms throughout the day, so it won't be rain everywhere all at once, but there will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area as we head through our Wednesday and into the evening and overnight hours, and by early Thursday morning, we'll start to see that activity clear on out of here. Our camera, 7th and range line, it is cloudy, it is showery, it is 52 in Joplin. The breeze is variable at 3, but that wind is starting to pick up, and again, it will continue to do so through today. Upper 40s, Iola, Yates Center, near 40s, so we're at 50, Fort Scott, Nevada, and Stockton. Everyone else hanging out in the low to mid 50s as we get our day started. Last of the showers should be out of here by about 8, 9 o'clock. We'll be mostly cloudy through the morning hours and right about 62 by 11 o'clock this morning. Heading into the afternoon, we're looking at highs in the low to mid 70s out there, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Now, some of you, if you see a little more sunshine, you may get just a pinch warmer than that, but shouldn't be anything too significant out there. As we head into this evening, again, the clouds will increase, a few isolated showers initially, and then after midnight, we'll start to see some more of those scattered showers and thunderstorms out there, and we'll fall back into the low to mid 50s again tonight. As we look ahead, we're going to have those storms again tomorrow, mid 60s, breezy tomorrow and Thursday, mid 60s both days as well. Not a bad Friday, and take a look at this warm up taking place. We head into the weekend, we're looking at temperatures climbing into the low 80s by Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even Tuesday, Wednesday. So a very warm week for sure, very warm weekend as well. And we have some additional thunderstorm chances by next Tuesday and Thursday. That is a check of your forecast. We'll be back with Consumer Watch right after this.
Bad boy, Mo with an attitude.
In Consumer Watch this morning, a survey shows about half of Americans are struggling to afford housing. Real estate broker Redfin reports 49.9% of respondents say they have at least some difficulty making their housing payments. The survey shows some homeowners and renters are working more hours, skipping vacations, and eating fewer meals. The report shows mortgage payments are getting close to an all-time high, with prices rising 5% from the previous year. Spirit Airlines is delaying new plane deliveries and furloughing some of its workers. The airline says it will defer deliveries that were planned for 2025 and 2026 to be sent in 2030 and 2031 instead. Spirit will also furlough 260 pilots in order to improve its profitability. The company says deferring the deliveries will help it to focus on the core of the airline and provide it with more financial stability. And TikTok may be planning to release a new app that could be similar to Instagram. Reports say the company is notifying some of its users of its upcoming photo app called TikTok Notes. Reports say the app will share existing and new photo posts from TikTok to the Notes app if users opt in to the feature. TikTok is reportedly looking to bring more creativity to its users through the new app. The company has yet to announce when TikTok Notes will be released. Well, tax day is a week away, and if you haven't filed your 2023 taxes yet, time is running out. Jen Sullivan breaks down what those last-minute filers need to file on time and avoid any penalties in today's Consumer Watch.
Time is running out to file your 2023 taxes. The deadline is Monday, April 15th. Everyone's taxes look different, but the most common documents you'll likely need to file are a W-2. That's your official wage and tax statement, which you should have received from your employer. A 1099, which are given by independent contractors to people like business owners, or if you've earned any interest from stocks or investments and or received any dividends. And a 1098 form, if you have a mortgage or student loan interest. The IRS offers tools to help you navigate through the filing process, and tax software like TurboTax and H&R Block can help you as well.
It's going to guide you through and make those calculations.
While it seems like a lengthy process, it can help deliver you a nice return this year. According to the IRS, the average direct deposit return is $3,209.
The fastest way to get your refund is to electronically file and to receive that refund through a direct deposit.
Experts also say the worst thing you could do is not file at all.
One of those mistakes that we see people make is they just get scared, and so then they put it aside and they say, no, I don't want to deal with it at all, which is about the worst thing you could do.
And if you really need more time, anyone can file for an extension, but you must do that by April 15th. That will give you until October 15th to file. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
To request a tax extension, you'll need to file a 4868 form, which you can find on the IRS website, irs.gov. And that wraps it up for our Consumer Watch this morning. Let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
That works. It's our up-and-coming stylist series. Next, Tamron Hall.
Tamron Hall, this morning at 10, right here on Fox 14.
Well, social media is buzzing about an Olympic slip-up in Paris ahead of the Summer Games.
An elite diver made an embarrassing splash at the opening ceremony for a prized Olympic venue.
The Olympic Aquatic Center is the pride of Paris, with a price tag of more than $160 million. It'll host swimming, water polo, and diving this summer in front of 5,000 screaming fans from around the world. And its grand opening made a big splash. Just not how officials intended. Alexis Gendard and other Olympic divers showcased why they're representing France in front of President Emmanuel Macron. But when Gendard stepped onto a lower board, he lost his footing and took a tumble. While he got top marks for bad timing, the 26-year-old handled the flop swimmingly, mocking his misfortune on social media, writing, "I slipped, boss," and telling fans, "Thanks for the support. For your information, my back is fine, but my ego, ... Gendard will return to that 3-meter board at the Summer Games, looking to turn a tarnished start into a gold medal finish.
Well, Alexis has been a good sport through it all, making the rounds on French television.
He's saying he's glad his stroke of bad luck is giving people a good laugh. That looked painful. Oh my goodness.
Bad for him.
Gracious. Oh, ow.
Ouch.
Ow, indeed. Ouch. Well, thankfully he seems to be doing...
Hope it doesn't scar.
Guys sometimes want the scars, you know, then they have a cool story to tell.
I don't understand. Okay.
Well, you got to be careful out there too, because we have some slippery conditions. You do not want to slip and fall on the sidewalk, with the rain at least. Let's take a quick look outside. Our camera on top of the Cornell complex, downtown Joplin. The last of the showers in Joplin slowly coming to an end. MoDOT camera 32nd in range line, still showing those wet roadways as well. And there it is on the Skywatch Storm Tracker, the one last shower. Now, I forgot to adjust this, but you can see clearing out to the west. But we're going to drag this sucker all the way over. That's the last of the showers here on the Missouri side. A few hanging out in Kansas. We're starting to clear out. Otherwise, those heavier rain showers that were getting ready to go into Monette, Mount Vernon, they died out pretty quickly too. Look at how they fired up. And now they're all but gone. We're sitting at 52 in Joplin right now, 53 in Pittsburgh. Going to be breezy today. Northeast winds gusting upwards of 25 at times. Upper 40s still, Iola, Yates Center. Otherwise, we are hanging out in the low to mid 50s across the area. Last of the showers and storms should be out of here by no later than 9. We'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies heading into the afternoon. More storms overnight tonight. Otherwise, highs today, though, looking to go into the low 70s and will be relatively dry once we get through these showers this morning. We'll have another look at your forecast, including the 10-day, as well as the news you need to know right after this.
From the moment you call until
we are proud to salute Ronald Friend Sr., a 4-state hero.
Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. A deputy is injured in a head-on fatal collision near Elk City, Kansas. It happened early Sunday morning as a Montgomery County deputy was responding to a non-injury vehicle accident around Independence, Kansas. While en route, another vehicle veered into oncoming traffic, causing a head-on collision. The driver of the oncoming vehicle died on the scene. The injured deputy and 3 other people were taken to the hospital. A New York appeal judge rejects a request by Donald Trump to delay his hush money trial. A source says the filing relates to the gag order that has been imposed on Mr. Trump, as well as the venue for the trial. The case is related to alleged reimbursement payments Mr. Trump is accused of making to his former attorney, Michael Cohen. The eclipse reached totality in parts of Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. KOAM Shannon Becker live streamed from Mount View in Missouri, while Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty posted updates from Russellville, Arkansas. Those in the path of totality were able to view the event from 3.5 to 4 minutes.
And we've got ourselves a pretty decent day out there. Again, we'll start to go partly to mostly cloudy by this afternoon, with our highs into the low 70s across the area and a gusty northeast breeze pushing about 25. Clouds increase through the afternoon and evening, a few isolated showers, and then after midnight tonight, another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms, falling back in the low 50s. Scattered storms for us tomorrow. No severe weather expected, which is good news. Mid 60s tomorrow and Thursday, warming into the low 80s by this weekend, with more thunderstorm chances as we head into next week.
Alrighty, thanks, Chris. Well, dressed in red raincoats and big yellow suns, hundreds of people gathered together on the U.S. side of Niagara Falls yesterday to break a Guinness World Record for a gathering of people dressed as the sun.
309 people gathered at Niagara on a Niagara Falls cruise ship to break the record, originally set in 2020 by 287 participants in China. Record was set to coincide with the first total solar eclipse to grace North America in 7 years. There are so many interesting possible records to break. I swear there's got to be something we've set.
I hope not.
I mean, seriously, if they can you can have a record for the number of people dressed as the sun, come on. There's got to be something. There's records for everything.
There's records for everything.
Amount of tile floor in one area all facing the same way.
There you go.
There we go. That's what we need to do.
I think we got it.
Thank you so much for letting us put the good in your morning. We'll be back with more news and weather today at noon.
Have a great rest of your morning.